Hello guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So in today's video I'm going to be looking at CD32 games on your A500 Mini. Now you can actually download CD32 games to play in your Mini, but some of them don't actually play that well at all and they're missing some crucial things to make them run properly. Now some games are okay, you'll get away with it, but some games such as Flank, you play the game and it just doesn't seem right. It's missing a lot of the music, for example, when you play through the levels. There are a few other games that have other sort of similar issues, whereas like if you play Beneath a Steel Sky, the music and sound is all a bit garbled. But there is a way of actually playing these games properly. Now, I don't take the credit for this. I'm going to have to pass the credit on to another YouTuber. Okay, so Tomáš Konvička, I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it. He's provided this video and a pre-configured pack that you can download of 100 CD32 games. Now all you need to do is download the link here. It's about 6 gig, so make sure you've got enough room on your USB stick. Download that and copy it onto your USB stick that you've got in your A500 Mini and you've pretty much good to go. So thanks very much Thomas for doing this for us, absolutely brilliant. It's very easy to do. All you need to do is download it, copy the CD32 folder and the other folders as you can see in the video here to your A500 stick. You don't need the A500 folder if you've already got the stick set up following the usual process, but you can see there's tons of files here and it will make your CD32 games play as they are supposed to play. Okay guys, from this list that I've downloaded, I've chosen 25 games that I think are really good and that you really should play on your A500 Mini. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, once you've got the 100 games, and it should look a little bit like this, and they're all being pre-configured, so they're pretty much good to go as they should play as you would expect. And they're not all perfect, I still found a few issues here and there. Some games maybe run a little bit slow, but they definitely play a lot better than the ones that you get from whdload.com site. Now I'm going to play through 25 games that I think you should definitely play. They are absolutely class games. Now the CD32 had about 150 games, which was actually quite surprising to me because it really did have a short lifespan, which is really disappointing. I didn't have one back in the day, but I kind of wished I did. But without further ado, let's get stuck in and play some of these classic CD32 games on the A500 Mini.
Nash is dead. You're on your own. Smart card message follows. Area scan. Warning, lasers operational. Area scan.
So guys, there was a lot of versions of this game, but it doesn't play well on some Amigas because the voice is just garbled. It doesn't play great at all, but this version actually plays really well and the speech is pretty much perfect as far as I could tell. So this might be the best version that you should play right now.
Looking for a saboteur from the Gap. He crashed a chopper and escaped. Oh, sounds dangerous to me. Don't worry, he's not going anywhere. We cut the power to the elevator. And the crash has blocked the walkway. What if he comes in here? You'll be fine. We posted guards. And Reich wants to hunt him down personally. Right, eh? This guy must be important. Yeah, we got orders direct from Link. Take him alive before he does any more damage. Best of luck to you. These guys are out to get me, but why? They already destroyed my home and my people. Well, Reich, whoever you are, it's retribution time. Gotta be clever. Play them at their own game. First thing is to get Joey running again.
So this game is kind of like a puzzle platformer game where you need to sort of guide the sort of small child, by the looks of it, to the sort of exit. So it's kind of like a puzzle game, and it is quite cool, apart from the fact that the graphics are pretty tiny, but it is pretty enjoyable. It's got some sort of control issues that you need to sort of get used to, but once you get your head around it, it's actually quite an enjoyable game. Okay guys, I've actually included both Chuck Rock games, the first one and Son of Chuck, which they're kind of similar games, which is why I've just put them as pretty much one game. I'm not saying they're great games, to be honest. I think they're more sort of visually recognisable as being Amiga games. I think I just remembered seeing them at the time and think, wow, that looks amazing, even though it's probably not amazing, but it's still pretty cool and very sort of much in theme with the Amiga platform at the time. Okay guys, so the next 3 games aren't actually included within this 100 game package, so I got them from WHD download and I pretty much enjoy them. They're Clockwiser, Defender of the Crown 2 and Degeneration. They're all very different style games and I quite enjoyed it. I like Clockwiser because it's a bit of a puzzle game. I love a puzzle game, just to sort of mix it up a bit. Let's see Clockwiser first. I'm not sure if there is actually supposed to be sound or music in this version. There could well be. There are sound effects and this probably might be just an issue with the actual version in WHD download, but it doesn't stop the game from being enjoyable. It's a puzzle game. You need to basically match the right hand side of the screen by highlighting certain sort of squares and sort of swiveling them about to sort of match the right hand sided sort of picture. And it sounds simple enough, but honestly it gets ferociously difficult. The more sort of squares that gets used, it gets very tough. And I definitely like a puzzler. I know it's not really a sort of Amiga thing, I don't think, this kind of game, but I really enjoy puzzling. I quite enjoyed this one. Just to sort of mix it up a bit, just being a little bit different. I quite liked it. Hope you do too.
In the year 1192, when King Richard the Lion-Hearted was returning to England from the Crusades, he was captured by his enemy Leopold of Austria. Richard's brother, Prince John, is not willing to help, but 4 great knights have stepped forward to try to free the king. Wilfrid of Ivanhoe, one of England's best in the tournaments. Cedric of Rotherwood, a leader of men and a skilled negotiator. Geoffrey Longsword, whose swordsmanship is legendary. And Wulfric the Wild, a great leader in the battlefield. Which of these should be chosen as Richard's champion? Wilfrid of Ivanhoe, it is your task to raise the £20,000 sterling necessary to free the king. You decide to travel first to Sherwood Forest to ask for the aid of your old friend Robin of Locksley. Robin promises to help you 3 times during your quest if you should need him. This is your home territory from which you will launch your campaign. These are territories owned by other knights. Most of them are loyal to Prince John and will not be sympathetic to your cause. Good luck. What are your orders, sire? Your army has taken the territory without opposition. After disposing of the guards, you gain access to the castle's treasure chamber. Taking as much as you can carry, you return home. Your daring raid has gained you only £100 sterling.
Choose your opponent.
Now this game is so cool. It takes a little bit of patience to get it right, and I've still not worked out how to get the jousting part right at all yet, but you can't deny it, this is such a really cool game and very different to anything else I've played.
And so ends your day in the lists of Ashby. Though you did not win, your men respect the effort. There will be other tournaments.
So this is Flink. It does look really good, but to me I think there's still something not perfect about this version. It seems to be running a little bit slow here and there, and the music isn't quite on the money. It does seem to be struggling a little bit, but it's definitely better than the version we've got in whdload.com site, and it's not bad. It's a cool little platformer style game. It's definitely worth playing. It does look really good for an Amiga game, definitely. So yeah, the screen is absolutely box tiny, but there's no doubting this is a really good, fun game to actually play. Well, this one definitely took me by surprise. And anybody getting any Star Fox vibes, it's definitely a bit like that. That's for sure. It looks really cool, and it plays quite nice as well. It's really good. Works well on the controller. Jungle Strike. I played this and Urban Strike, Desert Strike on the Mega Drive mainly, and I just discovered this version on the CD32 and it's really, really good. It has all the same sort of aspects of any of the Strike series, just got some targets to sort of go and destroy and protect, monuments for example in this version, and it's really good. Very addictive, it's such a great game. This one definitely pleasantly surprised me. It looks really good and plays fantastic. Okay, this one definitely surprised me. I've never played it before and really just discovered it, and it's obviously got sort of Sonic vibes. So your idea is to sort of spin about, destroying lots of things, the flowers mainly and the enemies, to sort of open up the exit, and it's definitely got Sonic the Hedgehog vibes going on here, but that's not a bad thing. But it's really good fun to play. I actually really enjoyed it. I do like a platformer like this, and you know, I really enjoyed it. It's definitely, I'd say, probably the favourite game out of these 25 that I've probably picked here. I'm not really sure what everybody else thinks, but I really enjoyed this one. So this one is pretty much like a Pac-Man game with a sort of Smash TV element, so to speak. It is kind of amusing and funny, but it's quite good fun to play.
Hi, I'm Buzz McLeod and this is Bob Belinsky.
Hello.
Welcome to tonight's edition of Mean Arenas.
Brilliant.
He's took a hit. Contestant ready. Go for it, man. He's took a hit. Well done. Did you see that?
Oh, yes.
That's it. What a guy.
So there's no doubt this game probably has one of the worst named games I've ever probably played, but there's no getting away. It's actually quite good fun. You're basically going around the level, collecting all the foodstuffs in your net, or sort of frighten them. They'll probably run away from you, and you need to sort of drop them, as you see at the bottom here, in the cage. Guess so you can make whatever you're going to bake, or make a cake or something. But that's pretty much it. It's very simple, but I quite enjoyed it. Never heard of it before, and this is definitely a new one for me, but I really quite enjoyed it. It was quite good fun. Another sort of platformer game, but you know, I love my platformers. I really enjoyed this one. Kind of quirky, kind of daft, but it was enjoyable nonetheless. So here we have, guys, Pirates Gold, which is a kind of a strategy pirate sim style game, and it's really good fun. There's a lot going on, there's plenty to do. I really quite enjoyed it. I'd never actually played it before. It's definitely one that would take surprise. It obviously takes a bit of time to get used to, and it'll definitely suck away a few hours playing this one, that's for sure. It's really good fun. Definitely what the Amiga was all about back in the day, that's for sure.
Sail ho!
So there's no doubt this game is a little bit like Supercars, but I quite enjoyed it. I do like this style of game, even though it was really hard to sort of make the video and sort of record this footage at the same time, and it made me look really bad, finishing pretty poor down the line. I'm going to blame a little bit of lag while I was playing and recording at the same time, but it's still a great fun game. I really enjoyed it, playing a lot of this off camera, which was really good fun. I like this kind of style of sort of racing game. Very basic and simple looking, but I love this style. It's really good. There was plenty of examples of this, but this one's pretty decent.
Roger. Last chance.
So the talkie version of Simon the Sorcerer, it's such a shame that this wasn't included as the stock version rather than the version we got, because this is definitely the one to have.
Dear Simon, I am pleased to announce that you have been chosen from literally hundreds of hopeful candidates to perform a death-defying but extremely worthwhile quest, for which you will be rewarded quite a lot. All you have to do is rescue me from the hands of the evil sorcerer Sordid. Feel free to use my extremely valuable spellbook and dog to assist you. Look forward to seeing you soon. Wish you were here. Love and kisses, Calypso, Grand High Wizard of the village of Fleur-de-Lis. P.S. Before you can use the spellbook, you must become a wizard. there are some wizards hanging around in the local tavern who can help you. PPS, use this magic postcard and map to help you. Oh, great. I'm stuck here in this stinking world in these stinking clothes and not a pizza bar in sight. Lucky this is just a dream or I'd be really worried.
You interested in any priceless antique porcelain figurines?
Not really.
They're handcrafted by the ancient ones of Grail.
No thanks.
(1994), London, England. Soccer kid, barely able to contain his excitement, waits patiently for the greatest event in soccer. The World Cup Final, live from the USA. The capacity crowd and soccer kid are ready for the match of the decade.
Okay, so it was typical of sort of CD32 games to not really be a heck of a lot different to the original Amiga versions. Usually it was just some audio changes, music changes, and in this instance it's really a bit of a mixture of both, and there clearly is a colour palette change. As you can clearly see, the colours sort of pop out a little bit more. A lot of people didn't really like this version, but I have to say this is probably my favourite version of Speedball 2. I really enjoy it. It just seems a little bit different. There's a lot of music sort of going on and audio differences here and there, and definitely, obviously, the colour palette is the main difference to the original versions. But I have to say, I really enjoy this. Okay guys, it's bonus game time. So we've had all 25 games now. This is a bonus one, and it's the CD32 version of ZOO, and it's got a really cool intro added to it as well, and it controls so much better than the version of ZOO we've got as standard on the A500 Mini. If you want to play ZOO, this is probably the one to play. It's a lot more fun. You can zip through the levels faster than you can in the sort of version we have on the Mini. It's much more fun. It's probably not the best way to play the game, to be honest, by zipping through the levels. You probably really should sort of take your time and sort of build up and obviously collect all the percentage of sort of fruit and sweeties, whatever it is that you're collecting to finish the level. But you can zip through it, but it's probably not the best way of playing it. In the original version you couldn't quite do that because you got stuck in the walls, and wall jumping was an absolute pain. But in this version it sort of fixed itself, and it's definitely more enjoyable to actually play, and it's not frustrating at all. It's such a good game too. It's such a pity that we got a sort of slightly inferior version as per standard on all minis, which is a bit of a shame. Obviously I could have probably added the sequel ZOO 2, which is really good as well. It might be slightly better than this game, but it is what it is. This is the bonus games. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I sort of took time and sort of picked and played through all these games and picked my favourites of what I thought and recommend to everyone else who has a Mini, so that you can enjoy them as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and we'll catch you again in the next one, guys. I really appreciate you watching. Bye for now.
You really think you're bad.